Skin is an essential feature of octopuses, a class of marine animals that include species like the common octopus and the giant Pacific octopus. They also have cells called iridophores that reflect light and create a shimmering effect, making their skin even more imperceptible in their natural environment. These cells are made up of tiny crystals that, when excited by light, emit beams of light that are reflected back to the surface, creating a shimmer that can easily be mistaken for natural light. The ability of octopuses to change the color and texture of their skin is an essential evolutionary adaptation for their survival. They can create a wide range of colors and patterns that allow them to blend in with their surroundings, making themselves invisible to predators and other octopuses. This is possible thanks to the presence of structures called melanophore cylinders in the skin cells, which contain pigments that can be transported to different areas of the skin to create the necessary camouflage. The texture of octopus skin is equally flexible and can be adapted to the needs of the situation. They can have relatively moist and smooth skin to blend in with sea plants, or sticky and spiky skin to protect themselves from predators. The presence of microprojections in the skin allows octopuses to expand or contract the texture of their skin to create different effects. For example, they can create a smooth surface to easily move over sand or a rough and moist texture to attach to rocks and other objects. The process of changing the texture of the skin is done thanks to the action of two types of muscle fibers present in the skin cells: smooth fibers and striated fibers. Smooth fibers allow octopuses to expand the texture of the skin. Are you ready to discover the amazing world of octopuses, marine creatures considered masters of camouflage? In this video, we will explore the incredible abilities of these animals and discover how they can hide almost magically, even in areas where visibility is limited. Imagine you diving into an underwater world, surrounded by colorful and exotic creatures, each with its own unique characteristics. Among them is the octopus, an animal that has won the admiration of many with its incredible ability to camouflage itself. But what allows them to do this? Octopuses belong to the order Ophiuridae, a class of animals that includes over 2,000 different species, scattered throughout the world. They are found in virtually all oceans, from the hottest to the coldest, and at different depths, from the surface to hundreds of meters. The octopus's ability to camouflage itself is a result of its distinctive body, composed of a series of disc-shaped tubercles that cover its surface. These tubercles are able to change size and shape rapidly, allowing the octopus to blend into its surroundings. In addition, the octopus's skin is also capable of changing color and texture, enabling it to become even more inconspicuous. But camouflage isn't the only interesting feature of octopuses. They also have a complex nervous system, which allows them to react to stimuli and changes in their environment very quickly. In addition, octopuses have a special structure in their bodies called a peduncle, which is used for locomotion and catching prey. Octopuses are also known for their social skills. They can live in groups, and in some cases, even form large aggregations. These groups can be formed by individuals of the ability to change color and texture to adapt to their environment is just one of the many incredible abilities that octopuses possess. They are able to hide from predators, hunt prey, and even communicate with other octopuses using their camouflage skills. But how do they do it? To understand how octopuses camouflage themselves, we need to understand a little about their biology. Octopuses have special cells called chromatophores in their skin that contain pigments that can be expanded or contracted to change the color of the skin. These cells are distributed throughout the octopus's body surface, which allows it to change its hue in a matter of seconds. Furthermore, the octopus's chromatophores can also change the texture of the skin, creating a painting effect that allows them to blend in seamlessly with their surroundings. This is possible thanks to the presence of small reticular cells in the skin, which are capable of changing shape and size to create a texture pattern that adapts to the octopus's needs. Octopuses also have a complex neural system that allows them to control the chromatophores and reticular cells to create specific camouflage effects. They can, for example, change the color and texture of their skin to resemble a stone, a leaf, or a flower, depending on the environment they are in. In addition, octopuses can also change the shape of their bodies to better adapt to their environment. They can contract or relax the muscles in their skin to change the shape of their body and resemble a rock or a leaf. This is especially useful when they need to escape predators or find food. The ability to control the color, texture, and shape of the body is a result of millions of years of evolution, during which octopuses have needed studies on textures have yielded impressive results, revealing the octopus's ability to change its own shape to adapt to the environment. Moreover, these alterations can be so subtle that they are not always perceptible to the naked eye, which increases the complexity of the phenomenon. The lack of stereotyping in terms of size, shape, and color of octopuses is another aspect that sets them apart from more common living beings. This allows them to be more flexible and efficient in their interactions with the environment, adapting to different conditions and situations. Learning and problem-solving are other notable octopus skills. Recent studies have shown that they are capable of solving complex puzzles, opening bottles, and even communicating with other octopuses using a complex system of signals. These capabilities are a testament to the fact that octopuses are endowed with a high level of intelligence and adaptability. This means that they are able to adapt to different situations and learn from experience, which makes them more efficient in their natural environment. Communication between octopuses is another interesting fact. They can communicate using a complex system of signals that involves exchanging information and using different languages. This allows them to work together and coordinate their efforts to achieve common goals. The octopus's ability to solve complex problems is also an impressive skill. They can identify patterns and relationships between elements, which allows them to find creative and efficient solutions to problems that would be difficult or impossible for other living beings to solve. Here, we can learn a lot from octopuses. They teach us to value flexibility and adaptation, essential characteristics for surviving and thriving in a constantly changing world. They also show us that, even if it is small, a being can possess great power of action and influence in its community. An octopus's eyes quickly adapt to its area, changing its color and texture to blend in with its surroundings. And if we ask ourselves if we can apply these camouflage abilities in our own lives, here are some practical tips that can help to establish a deeper connection with the world around us. Adapting to your environment is an essential skill to survive in any scenario. Octopuses change color and texture to blend in with their surroundings, and we can learn to adapt to the different situations we face in life. For example, when faced with a difficult situation, we can change our approach to adapt to the environment we are in. This could mean being more flexible in our way of thinking or in our communication styles. Another skill we can learn from octopuses is creativity. They are able to create incredibly complex patterns and colors to protect themselves or attract predators. We can learn to be more creative and think outside the box to solve problems and find innovative solutions. This could mean trying out new ideas or approaches, or finding connections between things that initially seem unconnected. Learning from experience is another essential skill for octopuses. They can remember where they found food previously or where they avoided dangers in the past. We can learn to support our memories and experiences to improve our decisions and actions. For example, when faced with a similar situation to one we have faced before, we can remember the solution we found previously and adapt it to the new circumstances. We learn a lot from octopuses because they are masters at surviving in a hostile world. They can spread rapidly throughout the ocean, adapt to changes in their environment, and find food anywhere. We can learn to be more resilient and adapt to changes that octopuses are able to learn from experience and adapt to different situations, revealing an amazing ability to solve complex problems and teach themselves through practice. This phenomenon is so fascinating that scientists have studied the octopus's ability to learn and adapt to different proposals. In a study published in the journal Science, researchers discovered that octopuses are capable of learning from experience and developing cognitive skills. They tested the octopuses with different types of puzzles and discovered that they were able to solve them easily and quickly. This ability to learn and adapt is attributed to the presence of neurotransmitters in octopuses, which allowed them to develop memory and the ability to learn from experience. Additionally, studies have shown that octopuses are able to learn from feedback, whether positive or negative, and adapt to changes in their environment. Scientists have also discovered that octopuses have a kind of initiative or motivation to learn, which drives them to solve problems and seek new solutions. This suggests that octopuses possess a level of self-determination and self-instruction, allowing them to make their own decisions and choices to learn and adapt. Octopuses that did not receive feedback or had limited access to information did not demonstrate learning and adaptation skills. This suggests that experience and feedback are fundamental to the development of octopuses' ability to learn and adapt. Furthermore, studies also estimate that octopuses have a degree of intuition or instinct that allows them to adapt to situations and choose the best options. This may be attributed to the presence of specialized nerve cells that allow communication between parts of their brain. In summary, octopuses are capable of one of the most impressive characteristics of octopuses is their ability to engage in complex behavior, which allows them to be considered intelligent elements capable of adapting to different situations as one of the researchers observed. They are able to learn from experience and apply their camouflage skills in different contexts, making them elusive and effective predators. Furthermore, another study published in the journal Nature discovered that octopuses are able to communicate with other octopuses using complex signals. They tested the octopuses with different types of signals, from abrupt movement patterns to light patterns, and found that they were able to communicate with ease. This allowed them to share important information, such as prey location or danger, and work as a team to corner their victims. The ability of octopuses to communicate is so impressive that we can find similar traits in other invertebrate species, such as insects and snails. These creatures also use visual patterns and odors to communicate, although the complexity of these signals is more limited than in octopuses. Another intriguing aspect of octopus intelligence is their ability to reason and make decisions. They are able to analyze data and make choices based on their knowledge and past experiences. For example, an octopus can learn to recognize a common enemy and avoid areas where this enemy is more common. This reasoning ability also helps them adapt to different situations, especially in changing or unexpected environments. They are able to revise their strategies and change their behavior to suit the new environment, making them more effective and resistant to change. Even more fascinating is that octopuses can also learn to associate sounds and emotions. They are able to identify specific sound patterns and react to them in a way. During a recent discovery, marine biology researchers reported that octopuses, a type of semi-sentient mollusk, are more capable of communicating with each other than previously thought. In a lecture session, one of the researchers involved in the study stated, "And communicate with other octopuses using complex signals," the researcher said. This suggests that octopuses are incredibly social animals and capable of adapting to different situations. This discovery came after years of studies on octopus biology and behavior, carried out by a team of researchers at the University of Brasilia. Scientists have discovered that octopuses are able to build complex communication systems using visual, auditory, and evenotic signaling, which allows them to communicate with each other without needing language. According to the researcher responsible for the study, octopuses use a variety of signals to communicate, including color changes, spiral movement, and even vibrations in their feet. This allows octopuses to be able to convey important information about the location of food, such as, for example, the presence of new prey to eat. The ability of octopuses to adapt to different situations is another aspect studied by the team of researchers. Octopuses are able to change their behavioral patterns to adapt to changes in their environment, explains the researcher. For example, if the environment is contaminated by toxic substances, octopuses can change their approach to finding food in another location. The research team also discovered that octopuses can form aggregations, or groups, to protect each other and find food in greater abundance. This is especially useful in adverse habitats, such as areas with low light or polluted water. In conclusion, octopuses are incredibly fascinating animals that have the ability to change color and texture to adapt to their environment. If you enjoyed learning more about these amazing creatures, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends.